And from PILC Soccer Fields here in Pierre, we welcome you to Pierre Governor Soccer as they take on the Mitchell Colonels in an ESD contest. As the Governors are looking for their second straight win, both the boys and girls looking for their second straight win, as they both came away with the win on Thursday against the Huron Tigers. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller. We'll see the girls team first, and out of the two Mitchell teams, this is the better of those two Mitchell teams against this Pierre Governor girls team, as Mitchell's coming in at 6-2. And Mendel, when you look at the schedule and you look at what Mitchell does well, it is defense.
Yeah, certainly. Most of their games are low-scoring games, and that's the way they want to play. They're very content to win 1-0, 2-0.
And when you look at their wins and those 6 wins that they have, they've allowed 1 goal in those 6 wins. So again, it is they score, they maybe score 2, and that's all they're. Again, they're comfortable. They're comfortable scoring those 2 goals, playing defense the rest of the time, and taking those shutout wins.
Yeah, if they could write their script for this game, it'll be get a 1-0 lead someplace early in the first period or midway through the first period, and then sit back and let Pierre try to score on them. They got a really good goalie, good defense, big girls back there, physical girls, and they're very happy to sit back after they get a lead and see what you can do against us.
Now, this Pierre Governor team, on the other hand, they've scored 9 goals in their last 2 games, 7 different goal scorers. Brianna Sargent and Katie Williams each with 2 goals out of those 7. That's a lot of confidence for a lot of girls, and that's for against this Mitchell team. That this is the time. This is when you want your girls to be confident against a very good defensive team.
Yeah, exactly. And for the people that maybe aren't so familiar with soccer, it's kind of like basketball. You see that shot go in the net. You see it in soccer. You see the shot go in the net. Gives you a lot of confidence. You just feel like the next one's going in too. And it's good that Pierre has those 7 girls that have seen that and experienced that very recently, and it should give them confidence going forward.
And the injuries that the Pierre Governor soccer team has had, they're starting to kind of overcome those injuries and starting to get back to a full roster. And again, as we get later in the season here after tonight, only 4 more games will remain the season. You're wanting to have your full roster back.
Yeah, exactly. And, last year I think last year's team kind of followed this script a little bit too. It started kind of slow, went out to Rapid City and got a couple ties and started building momentum from there and finished the year pretty strong. And we're playing pretty strong by the end of the year in the playoffs. And I think that's the goal for this year's team as well. Build off of that tie at Central, continue to build through that win at Huron, which, to be honest, is expected. And then, take on this Mitchell team and really start to build that confidence if they can get a win here today.
Governors won 7-0 against the Huron Tigers last Thursday. They had 50 shots to 0 in that win over the Tigers. So they are a confident offensive bunch against a very confident and a good defensive team against Mitchell. It's the Pierre Governor girls. They will play first here at 4 o'clock. It'll be just a little bit before on kickoff. So we will step aside for 3 minutes and come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back to PILC, the playing of the national anthem, as we are set for soccer here this afternoon, as the Pierre Governors take on the Mitchell Colonels. John Winkler alongside Mendel Miller as we go through the starting lineups before we have kickoff. First for the Mitchell Colonels, it'll be number 3, Mia Mollenmeister, and Mendel. She's probably their best offensive threat and probably their best player in general for this Mitchell Colonel team.
Yeah, she is. Their offense runs through her. She's only a freshman, but she was their offense last year as an 8th grader. I think she was all conference, and as she goes, they go.
We'll also have senior Grace Endorf, Mariana Novak, Lily Peterson, Brooke Brewster, Kaya Escoban, Macy Kempf, Kennedy Knipling, Maddie Kempf, Ava Zilla, and then your goalkeeper will be Caroline Titsey, the senior for the Mitchell Colonels. For the Pierre Governors, it will be Avery Davis, Andy Allison, Brianna Sargent, Reagan Ray, Brooke Easlin, Alexis Campia, Oksana Muchel-Knaus, Graceland Taylor, Katie Williams, and Grace Richter. And Jenny Gehring is back in net, who again had a half of a shutout which didn't face a shot, but had a chance to get involved and scored a goal for the Pierre Governors.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I'm sure she enjoyed that a lot. See the other side of the field and get involved that way, and something that she'll remember.
So the Governors will go from left to right to open up the game. The Colonels are from right to left. Just about set here for the varsity match. This is one of 3 home games left here for the Governors. 4 will be left after 4 games in total will be left after tonight. But the first 2 will be on the road. The last 2 will be at home. So a chance for the Governor team. Hey, a chance to win here at home and then go on the road and maybe steal a couple road wins. And all of a sudden, things are turning around. This Pierre Governor team is what started out 0-5-1 could easily turn into find their way for a chance to host a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. And today's going to go a long ways towards that. You know, Mitchell's 6-2 now, and they're probably going to end up at winning 9 or 10 games on the year. So if Pierre can find a way to get a win here today, that's a lot of seat points, and those are very valuable.
So we are just about set here for kickoff. Referee waiting for his signal that we are ready to play soccer, and Mollenmeister will have the kickoff for the Colonels. And we are underway here this afternoon as we are closing in that 4 o'clock hour. KCCR Peary Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Mitchell with that first possession. Again, they're going to be a more defensive team. They're going to look for one quick goal and then maybe play back on defense for the majority of the game, as Grace Richter has it for the Governors. A pass over for Avery Davis on the far side, and then, for Brianna Sargent. And here is Davis now with it for the Governors. Back on it is Escoban. Now Sargent again for Williams in the middle of the field. Katie Williams over to the right side for Brooke Easlin. Easlin's pass goes off the side of her foot all the way towards the corner and played for the Colonels. They played out, so Governors will get a quick throw in here. The Colonels will get a throw in here as it went off of Campia. So the Colonels on the throw in here on the near side. It'll be held for Endorf. Stepping up and taking it is Grayson Taylor. And now Taylor for the Governors. Taylor a pass inside to the box and then cleared away by the Colonels. As Easlin gets a shoulder on it along with Mollenmeister. This one will get to the edge of the box. Now Williams will knock it down. Katie Williams trying to get one across her body and then get a shot away, but ends up being cleared away by Mitchell. So then Brooke Easlin gets it right back over for Campia. Campia goes 1-on-2. Her pass goes off the knee of Williams, but a good job to recover and get it for Easlin. And now Easlin's trying to get a through ball that was knocked away by Mitchell, but Williams will take it again. There's a shot from Campia that will go well wide. So the first shot of the game for either side goes off target, but here is where this is going to be difficult for the Governors to get inside the box because of how well and how good this defense is for Mitchell.
Yeah, they pack 8 back in the box. They got 2 forwards that are up around midfield, but then there's eight people that Pierre has to negotiate and try to find a way through.
Titsey off the goal kick out to midfield. And it'll be headed down by the Colonels, but Andy Allison is back, and she'll play that one up to Katie Williams. Williams in the midfield line, plays it back for Muchel-Knaus. And now Williams again will go back to Allison, the last line of defense here for the Governors. Her pass for Muchel-Knaus. And Mucho Canals will go over for Eastland right in front of us here on the near side. Eastland will go all the way back to Gehring and get her involved here early on. And a chance for Gehring to take it to the top of the box and then kind of spread things out a little bit. Good pass over for Taylor, but then went off of her foot, be played for Davis. And now Davis across midfield looking for Campion. She got a foot on it, trying to get it over maybe for Richter. Be played here on the near side, and Brooke Eastland will lose the race back to it from Endorf. And it goes back to Katie Williams, though. And now Williams off to the near side for Eastland. And Eastland, good cross move by Eastland. Now across towards the top of the box for Richter. Her pass for Davis and stolen away by the Colonels. But Taylor will play for the Govs. Eastland get it towards the box just over the head of Grace Richter. And now Richter, though, still with it at the edge of the box to the far side for Brandon Sargent. Onside play here for the Governors. Across the top of the box, Taylor comes down to her. Taylor trying to go one-on-one. Started to lose the battle, but Williams is there to recover for her. And Williams getting towards the top of the box. Now he just for Campia on the side. That one got poked away by the Colonels and then out of danger by Endorf. And it'll go out throw in here for the Mitchell Colonels.
Yeah, Pierce putting good pressure on and possessing the ball, but again, it's very hard. It's stacked defense, and once you beat one, there's somebody waiting for you right behind them.
And you kind of get that sense of feeling from the Governors as well, because and mostly it's always one person that's always back. When you feel like you beat somebody, it's always Andy Allison that's back. Here's Avery Davis trying to get free. Her shot maybe got blocked down. Campia still will play it. That one will go across. A chance for Sargent. A save made by Titsy, and what a great opportunity for the Governors. And what a sliding save from Titsy, and the Governors had the first quick chance here to open up the ball game.
That's a good play, and that's the way this team's going to have to score, is get the ball deep on one side and then get that reverse.
And now here comes Mullenmeister the other way for the Colonels. Here's a cross to the top of the box and a chance, and trying to get over to it was going to be Reagan Ray, and she was able to clear it away from Zilla. And it'll go out for a goal kick. And what a great defensive play there for Reagan Ray, because Allison kind of got caught in between whether she should go for the ball or play the pass, and end up with a good pass from Mullenmeister, but a better defensive play from Ray.
Yeah, and Andy came over to respect Mullenmeister, which she has to do, but then, that's where Mullenmeister's strength is she can distribute, and she sent her other forward in and almost had it on goal by herself.
Mitchell Canals will go over for Eastland here on the near side as they try and work it up the field as they go from left to right. Williams out towards the middle of the field and now to midfield. And now Williams will try and get one through for Campion. A good job of getting one foot on it, the left foot on it for Macy Kempf. And Campion will block down a pass attempt, but the Colonels still have it. Now Williams will take it away for the Governors in the attacking end, leading up for Avery Davis. Davis will fight off of one Colonel player, but couldn't win the fight all the way, as it was Brooke Brewster who got used the long arms and long legs to keep Davis from the ball.
Yeah, Mitchell's physical, and they're packed in there. It's tough to get around them.
As Mitchell can also get across midfield, Richter had it, and getting knocked down was Richter, and a foul called on Brewster. Talk about packing the key inside for basketball. You pack the defense around the box for this Mitchell, how tall this Mitchell team is. It's basically like trying to pack a key for basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And they want you to shoot from distance because, as I said, they have a really good goalie, and they're confident that she's going to make those stops from distance.
As that one got into the box but cleared away, that one by by Escobar, and it will be out for a throw-in here for the Governors. That one didn't seem like it was going to be too much of any kind of threat, and all of a sudden it was laying right in front and right in the middle of the box, so they just couldn't get a shot away to the Governors. They'll come out of play and a throw in here for the Colonels on past midfield as they work from right to left on your radio dial, right to left on your screen here on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Comes all the way to the edge of the box, and it'll roll off the throw and all the way down to Jenna Gehring to play.
Yeah, that's good for Jenna to come out and be aggressive and get the ball before anybody could run onto it.
And again, it's a one that when you're watching it, as it's going to be taken away by Zilla. Now Zilla's going to look for Mullenmeister, and a foul is called on Mitchell Canals. Although Mullenmeister seemed to be leaning on Mitchell Canals, and after Mitchell Canals was able to kind of move away from Mullenmeister, end up getting the foul and end up getting a chance now here for a free kick in a good spot.
Yeah, think they called the foul earlier, maybe.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be a lot farther back, so it was not much of a canal for Mullenmeister, because that would have been just about maybe 2 or 3 yards outside the box. This was well farther away. Here on the free kick, it comes into the box to be knocked down by Allison, cleared away, but here is Escobar. Her pass over. Eastland will be the first one to it and play it back. Williams is going to try and win a race back. Brewster will play it forward, and offside is going to be a call on Mitchell.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Pierre's back line, following the ball and getting high so that they could force Mitchell to be offside. Mitchell, again, trying to spring Mullenmeister down the side.
So here is Allison with the free kick here for the Governors. As we play in the first half, no score, just 2 shots right now. They've both been for the Governors, 1 on target. Now Williams has it, trying to get around one defender. Williams a pass across for Sargent. That one up in the air to the top of the crossbar and just goes over. And again, not a bad look there from the Governors. And again, Brianna Sargent scored 2 goals. Williams scored 2 goals. The confidence is there, and the confidence is there to make a pass late in the play like that too.
Yeah, she was actually inside the box when she dropped that off to the left wing. So, and that's the way. Again, there's so many defenders in the box. You got to move the ball.
This will roll over to us, and it'll roll out. And thankfully, it didn't come flying at us, but it is a throw in here for the Colonels. Knocked down by Allison right at the sideline. Good play by Eastland to keep it in. Pass just missing Williams. Now here's Richter. Had Campia going forward. Just couldn't quite turn and make that through ball. And we have our first sub coming in. That's going to be Taylor Deckert, the sophomore, in for Brewster. Just missing a chance to get Campia free.
Yeah. Just didn't quite get possession of the ball and get her hips turned enough to get it sent down the sideline.
Kempf will make the throw. Here on the near side, right in front of us at the right around midfield, knocked off of the Colonels. As a good play there by Avery Davis to kind of give a little bit of a nudge for Novak. Not much of not a foul, just enough of a nudge to make it go out of play. Throw in between, it goes to Richter. And now here's Williams at the sideline. That went out before she can make a play on it. So it'll be a throw here for the Colonels. Again, we're here in the first half. No score between the Governors and the Colonels. 3 shots so far here for Pierre, none so far for Mitchell. Their best offensive look was a good defensive play by Reagan Ray to clear it away and out. As Kempf will throw it in here on the near side. And one goes off of Richter first and then played back. Escobar has it for the Colonels, and she'll go across midfield. Zillip looking to get it over for Peterson, but it's knocked out. And now a foul committed on the Colonels, and it'll go the first foul committed by Mitchell, and a free kick here for the Governors.
Yeah, good play there by Sargent battling for the ball. Peterson had to push her off to get space and created the foul.
So here is Andy Allison for the free kick for the Governors. The out looking to get it towards Campia, and it just went off the head of Macy Kempf. That'll be off to the far side. Sargent got there first. Now here's Ray. That one will go to the edge of the box, knocked down with a shoulder to Campia. Then Davis with a shot that got blocked down by Campia. And now Davis again with it. Here's Avery Davis. Her pass for Williams. Trying to work to the other side of the field, but it's going to be taken away by the Colonels. Butchell-Canal's trying to step up on Mullenmeister. And here at midfield is Mullenmeister still with it. Mullenmeister with a run here for the Colonels. She'll lead one going forward for Endorf. And Andy Allison, though, will get to it first. That one will get blocked off of Endorf in the clearing attempt, so it actually works out for the Governors because it goes down for a goal kick.
Yeah, good play by Andy there, not to just kick it out of bounds and let Mitchell maintain possession, but actually hammered it off the shins of the Mitchell player and over the goal line.
Mackenzie Peterson, the 8th grader, will check in. Ellen Prunty will also check in. She's a freshman. As Gehring now will take the goal kick and over for Andy Allison. Her pass for Reagan Ray. And Ray on the far side. Start to work up the field, but didn't get the pass attempt away before almost got stolen by Mitchell. And now Taylor. Her pass, and that's a handball called on Mitchell. And heard Coach Zanin make that call as well.
Convincing over there.
As they quickly off the free kick, they'll come to the edge of the box and to the top of the box. Campy will play it back for Davis. And now Davis has Eastland on the other side. Davis still with it. One of the Colonels players fell down, and now a pass over for Eastland. Easlin on the near side. Her cross attempt actually goes towards the goal, and it will roll off to the side, but grabbed by the goalkeeper in Carolina Titsi. And she will hold things up and wait for the play to be made out towards midfield. Good play there by Taylor. Came at the top of the ground, and Taylor's able to knock it away. Another nice play from Taylor over for Davis. Taylor will step up as the ball almost got taken away from Davis. Now it will be as it's Peterson. Pass from Davis, though, goes back for Allison. Then her clearing attempt goes off of Zilla, and so it'll go out of play and a throw in here for the Governors. No score, still here in the first half. 3 shots for the Governors. And I believe 25 minutes left remaining here in the first half. Here's a chance now for Mullenmeister. She gets to the edge of the box, trying to get around. There's a shot and a save made by Gehring. Good positioning. First shots go straight into off the knees of Gehring, and a save made by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good save there by Jenna, cutting the angle down.
At midfield, knocked down by the Colonels. Pass will go back for Kemp, and now trying to lead one for Mullenmeister, but it'll go too far into the box and grabbed by Gehring. An easy play there for the goalkeeper. Goes right back out. Comes down Andy Allison with a nice play. Campia, pass over for Richter. Comes back for Campia. Now she'll kick it to herself and go off with a run on the near side. Campia lost speed, couldn't get around the 2 defenders. Now pass back for Richter, goes off the top of her foot, but played here for Davis. And now Davis, a pass back for Williams, goes underneath her foot, and it'll roll all the way to the sideline, but it will not go out. Be touched by the Colonels, and it was stopped right there at the sideline and played by the Colonels. A pass will come for Allison all the way back and cleared down by the Governors. And then off to the far side, Taylor tries to win a race, but it is won by Peterson. And they'll go out for a throw here for the Colonels right at the midfield mark. So we're near the halfway point of this first half with still no score. 3 shots for the Governors, 1 so far for Mitchell. On the throw, Zilla will race after it. Her cross attempt for Mullenmeister. And a foul is called by Mitchell Knaus right at the top of the box. I don't believe it was in the box, so it's not a penalty kick, but it is a yard, if that, outside the box.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be a really dangerous spot here for Mitchell. Definitely a goal-scoring opportunity.
We'll see who takes this free kick. So it's going to be Mullenmeister, maybe Kempful that will take that free kick. So Gehring will play all the way back towards that goal line. And it will be Mullenmeister with the shot, and that will go high. So, it's a very good goal scoring opportunity, but when you look at where they're at and the wall that the Governors created, it makes it a lot harder. You got to be pinpoint accurate to make that shot.
Yeah, exactly. And that did play into it. But still, you don't want to give up those fouls of putting 2 feet outside the box.
You're exactly right. You got away with it, and you don't want to test that too many times.
No, let's try not to do that too much.
So here's a goal kick here for Gehring, and it'll be played for Mitchell Knaus on the near side. Out towards midfield. Knocked down by Escobar. Taylor will get away from Escobar. Now Campia for Richter in the middle of the field. Trying to lead one for Campia. Got past the defender for Mitchell. As Campia is able to get a foot on the ball, try and keep it away, but on the sideline, still Mitchell has possession. And it'll come up for Taylor. Easlin. Now pass that gets knocked down. That was by Maddie Kemp. And out towards the box, off of Sargent, and played for the Colonels. And it'll come all the way out, and Allison will have to go back to play it. And nowhere, the only person was Zilla that was close, and she had another good 5 yards to get to Allison. As out on the far side, Sargent for Davis. Davis a crossing attempt for Richter, just too far for her. And that's midfield. They'll be played by the Governors. And Taylor will go back for Allison. Now so will go all the way back for Gehring. And kind of reset the offense here for the Governors. Gehring's pass over for Kyan Beck on the far side. Avery Davis. Her pass gets blocked That comes down. Allison couldn't get over to it. Mutual Canals is there, but still up in the air now for Mullenmeister. Governors are back defensively now. Mullenmeister couldn't get around Mutual Canals. Allison was able to clear the ball away down in midfield. Richter trying to win a race. Davis was over there too. Pass for Williams. And Williams will go around one defender. And now Williams has got a good run here on the near side for the Governors. That one will come through all the way through the box and a sliding stop that might have been going wide, but still a good stop there by Titsy because that one went through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, that got through clean in traffic, and you're just hoping that the backside runner can get there and get a foot on it, and Pierre just didn't quite get there in time. Titsy's a good goalie. She'll going to come out and get that a lot of times.
Out at Kyan Beck towards the midfield mark on the far side. She'll get called for a foul. The third foul from the Governors. And again, these are where when you're sitting around midfield, around the midfield circle, you'll take those fouls being aggressive at that point, not when you're about 2 or 3 yards around the box.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to lose possession there and give them a break in on goal.
So free kick here for the Colonels. AJ Hicks will check in here shortly. The next opportunity for the Governors. That one got knocked down by Taylor. Headed down by Peterson. Cleared away by the Governors on the far side. Pass up for Richter, just a little bit too far. It'll come all the way back and now towards the top of the box. Allison will get to it first, and on a bouncing ball, that's a tough play to make for Allison. It's going to roll all the way across and go out for a throw, and we will get 2 subs. AJ Hicks for the Governors, and Grace Endorf will come back in for the Colonels.
Yeah, good play by Andy there. She get, as you said, tight space, bouncing ball, probably waist high. She was able to get a foot on it and get it out of trouble.
And the difference between playing in Huron last Thursday and now playing here on Tuesday is that ball would have been a lot higher if we were playing in Huron.
Right.
And I believe that was an illegal throw-in for Mitchell, so it's now a throw here for the Governors. And off of a couple of bodies, and Campy will have it for the Governors. Trying to get one through for maybe Davis. That one will pop over the top of the Colonels, and Deckert will get back to clear it away. That one will go off the side of the head here as Kyan Beck got a piece of it, and then the ball went straight off the side of the head of Ava Zilla. So we have a stoppage for an injury timeout as we are playing here late in the first half. We'll step aside for a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to PILC, we have just about 20 minutes to go here in the first half, and I believe we have our water break as it is. It's hard to believe because we've had a couple games where we've been in like the 60s and 70s, and now we're back up to the 90s, so we get that water break again, and feels more like early season than starting to get late in the season.
Yeah, it does. It's a nice day. You know, the wind's starting to pick up, of course, because we're broadcasting soccer, so we're going to get wind. But it's a pretty nice day. It's not overcast, but yet there's enough of a haze that's taken some of the intensity out of the sun, and I don't think it's going to bother the girls too much. As you said, it's middle of the season now. They should have their legs, and it should be kind of just a normal day.
And we haven't talked about the wind just because it's not really a factor in terms of one team getting advantage over the other. The wind's blowing from the near side to the far side of the field. So it's one that will be the same for both teams in both halves, although it just kind of changed your direction of where if one's blowing to the left side of the field when you're attacking from left to right, or going to the right side of the field when you're attacking from right to left.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's not really a super strong wind either, so it really doesn't affect the ball if you're crossing or anything like that. It's not strong enough to hold the ball up in the air. So
we have Ryan Berry that's in the game for the first time, and chance to for her to come back and play again. As again, talking about the Governors getting healthy, getting back into playing, getting the full roster. Chance to see one of the early season goal scorers be able to play here for the Governors again.
Yeah, she's been out for 4 games, and it's been a long 4 games.
Here comes now Campia. It was blocked by Berry. Campia couldn't get the shot away. As she did get a shot away, didn't get on target. And just like that, Berry's in for 5 seconds and got a scoring opportunity for the Governors.
The advantage she gives to Pierre over the other girls that were playing striker is, number 1, experience, because she started last year. And number 2, she's more of a natural striker where she wants to stay high. A lot of the girls that have been playing in her place are more midfielders, and they tend to gravitate back a little bit.
As the goal kick will come out to midfield and be played by Molenmeister. Her pass looking to get one over. Easlin got a piece of it. Coming out to play. Jenna Gehring got onto it, and then Easlin was able to clear it out of the box. Still played by the Colonels, but it'll come back now for Hicks. Hicks a pass over for Taylor. And Graceland Taylor for Hicks again. That's give and go, but stepping in front of it, and Novak was able to push Hicks off the ball to take possession. So now the Colonels will go the other way as they are in the attacking end. That one will be an onside play for the Colonels. Across into the box for Molenmeister. She's going to try and turn on Beck. There's a shot that goes in for Molenmeister as she was able to break the ankles of Kyan Beck, and it's now 1-0 here for the Mitchell Colonels as Molenmeister scores to open up the game.
Yeah, and we kind of said that's what Mitchell wants to do, is get that goal in the first period and pack it back up. So hopefully Pierre can overcome that. It's been a challenge to get through all those defenders, and now it's going to get more of a challenge.
Around 18 minutes to play in this first half is when the Colonels take that 1-0 lead. So now the Governors will have to try and come from behind here, and especially in this first half, and against a very good defensive team. But as we talked about in the pregame, we've had 7 different goal scorers and 9 goals in 2 games for this Pierre Governor team. So, and then you get one of your goal scorers back into the lineup. So you in essence get 8 goal scorers right now, and that could be a difference maker for the Governors to try and tie this up. As Williams will go for Brooke Easlin here on the near side. They trail 1-0 here as we get late in the first half. Be turned over. Now Molenmeister will look to get a run going on the near side. Molenmeister against Beck. Molenmeister, a cross, and it'll roll all the way in the box, and it'll be played here for Jenna Gehring to grab. So 3 shots so far for Mitchell, and 2 of them have been on target. Save was made by Gehring, but they have the goal from Molenmeister. There's a good through ball for Avery Davis. She's going to win the race to it. Davis will get in the box. Overran the first one. There's a chance for Davis. That shot gets blocked down. It'll come out to the top of the box, and it'll be played for Easlin. And a good job by Ryan Berry, got over to it to force the bad pass. There's a cross that will come in and then headed away by the Mitchell Colonels. A great opportunity for the Governors. A great chance for Davis. Had a lot of speed on that shot, but again, hit one of the defenders, and there's the defense of Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a good through ball. Got her sprung into space, but Mitchell's going to retreat and recover quickly. And again, the goalie doesn't have to make a save if it never gets to her.
The throw here for the Pierre Governors. Right at midfield, going from left to right on the far side. It'll be played by the Colonels in a bad pass, so it'll go right to Williams. And now Williams will get a run here for the Governors. As Williams for Campia, will give and go back to Williams, and it'll go off, though it looks like it went off of Williams, and it does go off of Williams, so it'll be a throw here for the Colonels. Just not enough strength from that give and go from Campia. As it'll be on the throw for the Colonels, turn back over to Williams, and then it'll be out for a throw here for the Governors. Easlin will throw it in here for Pierre. Pass for Berry. Campia got a piece of it, and then that one tried to get maybe through, maybe a shot, and it goes wide. So we go for a goal kick, and we'll have a sub coming in here for the Mitchell Colonels. That'll be Lily Peterson back in. So 1-0 here is our score late in the first half. Mitchell gets from Molenmeister. And they're a team that loves to play defense after getting a lead, whether it's a 1-goal, 2-goal lead. They don't mind sitting back for the next 60 minutes or so. As here's Ryan Berry, her pass for Williams. Williams, that one a shot. That one will go high over the crossbar and will miss. Not a bad look there from Katie Williams. Now the 8th shot for the Governors and trying to get that offense, take some chances here. You don't have to be too perfect, especially here in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be the perfect look, but if you have that opening and can see around the defender, then you got to put it on frame and hope for the best.
And then once you get late, and I guess I say this like I know what I'm talking about, and you kind of answer that a little bit more, is once you get late in that second half and you're still trailing by 1, that's when you maybe for several minutes look for that perfect pass, perfect opportunity before you just start throwing everything at the net.
Yeah, a 1-goal game and, halfway through the first period here is nothing. You just play your game.
And that one will go out to midfield and be played down by Mullenmeister here for the Colonels, as she'll go one-on-one with Kyan Beck. Mullenmeister, her pass goes right to Williams, turned it over. And now Katie Williams look to try and get a run for Campia. That is an onside play here for the Governors. Campia will try and race it after it, and it'll be played at the end line. Did not go out, but nobody was back there for the Governors at the top of the box. So it'll be played here for the Colonels, and an easy clear attempt from Mitchell. He'll come all the way back, though, right to Andy Allison. And Allison out for A.J. Hicks. Her pass for Taylor, but it's intercepted by the Colonels and Peterson. And here is Easland. A good job by Taylor to take it away from Peterson. And then Easland, her pass for Campia goes wide and rolls in on the box for a grab for Titsy. So still 1-0 here in the first half. Governors are out shooting the Colonels 8-3 so far. But Mitchell has that 1-0 lead. Graceland Taylor at midfield to be played for Hicks. Trying to get one free for Barry, and that one just was off the foot of Escobar. Otherwise, it would have been a 1-1 game, or a really good opportunity to make a 1-1 game. As Mitchell Knaus had the ball taken away from her as she tried to get a run going. Taylor will get back defensively to take it away from the Colonels. Now Allison right back to Taylor and trying to reverse and head back the other way and counter by the Governors. As Hicks couldn't keep possession. Peterson lost it. Allison at midfield. Knocked down Williams. Her pass again, trying to get one through for Barry. And again, cleared by Brewster. Pass across and midfield. Mullenmeister trying to lead one too far for Zilla. And it's a throw in here for the Governors. And Easland will take it here. On the near side, right in front of us. Pass for Barry. Knocked down off the foot of Campia, and a perfect pass there to Campia. Trying to get one through for Davis. Just couldn't get the shot away. And now Barry again trying to cross one. And it'll be played here for a corner for the Governors, as it'll be their first one of the evening. And that was a great pass. It went right off the feet of Campion and played perfectly where it just skid out right in front of her.
Yeah, great touch by Campia there. It was a hard pass from distance, and she was able to put it right where she was running, and that's the design of the play.
And then Campia with the corner comes in. Davis couldn't get a shot away, but it's going to come all the way back out, and the Governors will get back to be the first one to play it. Pass back for Beck. And now for Mitchell Knaus. Here, Mitchell Knaus, her pass. That one got blocked by Brewster. It'll be played to the far side. Deckert comes out to the midfield mark, but taken away by Taylor. She'll go back for Allison. And now Andy Allison at midfield. Back for Barry. Goes right over the top. He goes off the head of Barry, but nobody was there for the Governors. And not a bad play. Maybe get Campy on a good run to try and pick up that header into the box, but it was grabbed by Titsy.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do there, is just get it forward a little bit and have somebody run onto it.
That'll be a throw here for the Governors. And again, a couple of subs, 4 subs are about to come in for Mitchell as we get real late here in the first half. It'll be played back as it'll be 11 minutes to go here in the first half. That one's headed down at midfield by Mitchell. Rolls to the sideline A throw here for the Governors. So again, the subs can't come in for Mitchell quite yet. As Mitchell Canals will throw it in here for the Governors. Taylor for Mitchell Canals. That one gets blocked. And that midfield, it'll roll out for a throw here for the Colonels. And now we get the 4 subs to come in. As we have one that is not on the roster. Zilla's coming back in. Endorf and Novak are all in. And the mystery girl who wears number 32 for Mitchell, not on her roster. So on the throw, it'll be played for Williams. They threw right over to Williams. And now Williams trying to get one downfield, but that one ended up getting blocked. And so now in and offside are the Colonels. Zilla was just offside. And the second time they have been guilty of that. I think Maher will not be able to check in quite yet. As we'll get a free kick from Allison. And he played for Barry. Barry, that one got knocked down by a Colonel player. She also fell down. I believe that was Brewster. Easlin looking to get one in. And it goes in between Escobar, Barry, and Brewster. And now played back. Here's Hicks. Hicks now for Davis. Davis in the box. A shot of that one goes high. And it'll be out. And a great chance for the Governors. And looked like maybe it got a little bit too much lift at the end. It looked like it was going to go towards the top of the crossbar. And then it looked like it caught some wind and went straight over.
A little bit into the wind. And she leaned back just a little bit too much. Got under it just a tad. And kind of shoved it up with that backspin right over the goal.
And again, the confidence has got to be building here a little bit for the Governors as they've gotten some pretty good looks against this really good defense of Mitchell. As it goes back for Easlin just off the left foot and out of play. So a throw here for Mullenmeister. And Mullenmeister will take no time. Pass will come through and it'll be played for Endorf. Allison was able to get over and knock it away and knock it out of bounds for a throw here. And now Endorf will take the throw for the Colonels. On a quick throw. That one will be played by Novak. And that one was nowhere near going in. It'll go out for a goal kick. So as we get in the last 10 minutes of this first half, the Governors, again, they're out shooting Mitchell right now 9-3. But yet they trail 1-0. As that one will go out of play on the goal kick from Gehring as she was trying to look for Easlin. I got a little bit too far in. As it'll be played here for Endorf. Endorf will get to the top of the box. Couldn't get the shot away. Good defensive play. Taylor will knock it out of the box, but just barely at the top of the box. Now Williams will look to get a run started the other way. Going up for Barry. Now Barry will try and win a race against Brewster. Barry just couldn't win the race, but she still has possession. Barry goes one-on-one against Brewster, and the 6-foot Brewster was able to get a foot on it. And it'll be still played here for the Governors in Hicks. Hicks couldn't get the pass away, and it'll come back for the Colonels now. As Mullenmeister, Zilla, Maher slid down off the top of the ball, but she's able to get back up to make a play. Hicks was trying to get in the middle, but nobody was there for the Governors. They'll come back for Mullenmeister. And now Mullenmeister here, the near side for Endorf. Endorf, her pass gets blocked by Easlin and comes all the way back down for Tice. And we played back for Brewster. To the far side. And it will be a handball called on the Colonels. And a free kick here for the Governors. Go back to that play here, and Barry had an opportunity, but if she's going against anybody who's maybe 5'10 or 5'8, someone smaller than 6 feet, she's got a good chance of getting a shot away.
Yeah, the defender she had to go against that time has legs about the top of her head, so a little bit range of control there for the defender.
I'll come back to Barry now here as she'll try to turn with it. A good pass in between 3 different defenders over for Taylor. Try to lead one over for Katie Williams. Now Williams will get a steal. And Williams with a cross in the box and then cleared away by Brewster. And it goes out. I believe that's going to go for a corner, though, and it will be a corner here for the Governors. Another chance for Pierre to try and tie this up late here in the first half.
Yeah, good cross ball there by Katie Williams, and she did the first thing. The first objective is to miss the goalie. She did that and made the defense clear it.
So now here is Campia Chance from the near side, looking for the equalizer here in the first half. This will come to the edge of the box. Taylor try and get it over for Barry. That one spun away. Now here's Taylor. Taylor couldn't get got a shot away, just didn't get all of it, and it rolled to the right of the goalpost, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Until that was not the spot that she was looking for, and she had to hurry the shot to make sure she got a clean look at the net, but just couldn't quite get the foot on it.
Yeah, she had the look she wanted, I think, and you're exactly right. Just hurried it a little bit. The ball got a little bit away from her and couldn't quite get around it and really drive it.
Titsy with the goal kick. Out to midfield and played here for Maher. Kind back for Williams. And now Williams for Easlin, but behind Easlin, it'll roll out for a throw. Endorf will try and lead Mullenmeister going forward. Excuse me, that's Peterson moving forward. Beck will play it back for Gehring. And now Gehring will get high up in the air. It'll be off down by Endorf. Played by Endorf and then taken by Williams. And now Campia will take it away from Williams. The teammate taking it away from the other teammate. But here's now Barry. Barry a pass for Williams. And now Williams will start to move forward. Going to run against two different defenders. One defender falls down. Campia a pass. That one goes through the legs of Barry. She tried to get possession of it. And it'll come out to the far side. And then cleared away by the Colonels. Final couple minutes of this first half. 4 minutes to go here in this first half, as it will be the Governors looking for that equalizer, down 1-0. Mullenmeister got the opening goal just past the halfway point of the first half. And Barry almost had possession. The JV boys game got done with the first half, as it will come and a foul will be called on Maher at right at the midfield mark. Starting to get a little bit better at telling what whistle is for what, but I thought that we had a whistle as Barry was trying to get possession. Like, oh, what kind of whistle is that?
Yeah, the timing was perfect, but unfortunately not what we needed.
Titsy's going to come all the way up to take the free kick here. So the goalkeeper is going to come all the way up. And just past the midfield mark, Titsy with a long shot. Bounce over and bounce wide, and so we'll go for a goal kick. And Titsy will have a chance to walk back down.
Yeah, you really like Jenna there to grab that ball and go ahead and have a quick goal kick. If the opposing goalie's standing in midfield, you kind of like your chances to get a fast break kind of thing.
Because Barry was walking well past behind where the goalkeeper was at, and hoping for a chance to get a free look at an open net. As here is AJ Hicks, a good little give and go for Maher, and Maher's got some space and a good run starting here for the Governors. A pass missed, it goes behind Avery Davis. Barry couldn't get over to it quickly. Mitchell clears it out of play, so a throw in here for the Governors. As it will be, that's Maher that will throw it in for Davis on the far side. Davis, one of the Mitchell Colonels fell down. They continue to play on. Davis trying to get a pass for Barry. Sliding out was Titsy to make a play. And that Colonel has gotten back up to her feet. Now she goes down to one knee, so we'll get a time here and a chance. Didn't really see what might happen, and really look from what I thought I was at and I can't see the number, so had slipped and fell on the ball and then kind of fell back and maybe hit her head on the ground.
Yeah, it looked pretty innocent. There wasn't a lot of contact up above, but like you said, she did go down, and it's a long ways away, so you don't really know how hard she went down or what got caught underneath of her as she was going.
So we'll have Mullenmeister that will come in for the injured Colonel. Again, can't see, or actually, Mullenmeister's coming in for just as a regular sub. Can't see who exactly it is still for the Colonels that went down, but as we play here in the last 2:21 left to play here in the first half once we get restarted. And it'll be a kick from the goalkeeper in Titsy for the Mitchell Colonels. So the injured Colonel, you just can't quite see what number that is, and that's actually going to be Kendi Knipling that will be the injured Colonel. So we're back to soccer, though, as it comes across midfield. Allison knocked down with her stomach and then got it back across. Campia. Will be played by the Colonels. And now, good job by Hicks to step around and get a good defensive play on the near side. Easlin will take a pass away. The pass between the legs of one of the Colonel players and trying to get it back for Easlin. And it'll be blocked down by Easlin and then out of play. So Mullenmeister will have a quick throw it. Final 2 minutes of this first half. Governors trail 1-0. Campia steps in front of a pass. They'll come back for Mullenmeister. And now it'll be for Kemp. Back to Brewster. To the far side for the Colonels. And up the far side of the field again. Roll out for the Colonels to get another throw in. As the time continues to wind down here in the first half. Governors may not get that equalizer here late in the first half, but try and keep this a 1-0 game as there's a hard shot that will go over and out for a goal kick. That was by Peterson. And Jenny Gehring will get a goal kick as time is down the last minute, 50 seconds to go and counting. It's going to roll out for another throw here for Mitchell. Governors are out shooting the Colonels 10-5 so far here in the first half. Again, they still trail 1-0. This will come all the way out or come in the box and be grabbed by Gehring as we get in the final 30 seconds of this first half. Davis played off the head, then off the knee, and now she's still got it over on the far side. Before it rolls out, it stayed in play. And now Davis looked to try and get one in the box. Couldn't get the pass away, does not get a pass away, and it'll come for Hicks. Now Hicks for for Taylor. And now Williams couldn't keep possession of the ball, the far side, as we have now in the final 2 seconds. And that should do it here for the first half, and it will do it for the first half. So 1-0 lead for the Mitchell Colonels here at the break. They get outshot 10-5 by the Governors, but Mullenmeister gets the lone goal so far as we have played 40 minutes and 1-0 Mitchell lead. You're back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to PILC, it is halftime between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Colonels, as it's a 1-0 lead for Mitchell. Maya Mullenmeister has the lone goal, around 18 minutes to go in that first half when she got the opening tally for the Colonels. They are outshot 10-5 by the Governors, and really, I guess that's probably Mitchell's game plan. They're not concerned about being outshot. They have the lead, and that's all they care about right now. They will probably play these last 40 minutes, barring the Governors scoring to tie it up. They will try and play as much defense as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's it's counterintuitive to what you really think the way you'd want to play, but they're happy. They're happy with the lead. The whole goal is to win the game, and they feel really good about where they're sitting right now because they are a tough team to score on.
Yeah, and the Governors, they've had some good looks with two saves so far. Excuse me, one save so far for Titsy, but some of those out of those 10 shots, they've had some really good looks. And again, for Coach Zanin and the rest of the team, it's about not getting too frustrated with those looks not falling right now.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to have to earn their goal. There's nothing going to be given to them, especially on a team that's packing it in on defense and a good goalie and things like that. They're not going to make mistakes. So Pierre's going to have to create and earn their goal. With that said, they have the talent to do it. They have the people to do it. It's just a matter of finding that crease and getting the shot away in time before the defense can close down on you.
Yeah, and we talked about the 7 goal scorers, 7 different goal scorers, and the 9 goals they've scored the last 2 games. Then you had Ryan Berry back in the mix. She scored a goal so far this season. So you have a lot of confident players on your team offensively. And again, if Mitchell's gonna play back the rest of the 40 minutes here, it's gonna have a lot of good looks for this Governor team, whether Mitchell thinks they're gonna have good looks or not. Be involved here back more towards midfield in the offense, but that might help out what she did Thursday here today with the fact that she could probably step up and play a little bit more offensively because of how far back Mitchell might be playing.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to have the space. By the same token, you can't give that counter break or counter attack away and go down 2, because if you go down 2, it's it's not hopeless, but it's getting there. So Andy gets a different perspective playing up forward and sees the game from a different view. She's played a lot of soccer in her life. She knows what she has to do, and she knows where to put the ball and what's available to her. But yeah, hopefully she'll have some extra time and be able to take that extra time to find a player that's open.
Pierre Governors, they trail 1-0 right now. They outshoot the Colonels 10-5 in that first half. They look for that equalizer here going into the second half. We'll have that for you next. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we are back here at PILC as we get set for the second half, as the Governors are looking to tie it up. Ryan Berry will start with it, and the Governors will have the possession to open up the second half, and we will probably see this Governor team have much more offensive looks. This Mitchell team will most likely drop back and play a lot more defense here in this second half. As this one will go across, Davis runs into one of the Mitchell Colonels. It'll be rollouts for a throw in here for Mitchell. It'll be Lily Pearson to throw it in here for Mitchell. Knocked down by Taylor. Goes off of Kempf and be played for Novak. And it'll be played back. Escobar here for the Colonels. Out at midfield. And now a through ball, and Allison is right there. Good positioning by Allison, but it goes right past Campion. She turned circles trying to find that ball and never could. It'll roll all the way back here for Jenna Gehring to play. As Mitchell looking a little bit more offensive here to start this second half. You can tell that they're a little bit more contempt with maybe going with more of a counter than just trying to get any kind of offense truly started. As that one roll all the way to the box and be roll into the arms of Jenny Gehring. As it'll be played for Williams. Katie Williams stepped over the ball and fell over. So now it'll be played all the way back, and now Mitchell, now you kind of see them kind of just throwing that ball towards the goal and just rolling to the top of the box for Gehring.
Yeah, and even when she was playing with the ball back there in the box, they weren't challenging her and coming up to get it.
This will roll through, and here's Ryan Berry to the box. There's a shot, and that one is a save made by Titsy, and a good job to control the rebound by Titsy as well, as she was able to grab that rebound, able to knock it straight up in the air and come right back down. The 11th shot and the second save for Titsy. And you're hoping that a couple more of those chances pop up here for the Governors, because they will most certainly take advantage of one of those opportunities. Now here's Mitchell in a counter to the edge of the box. Blocked by Allison, cleared away by Allison. And a throw here for the Colonels. So here the Colonels, after that good opportunity for the Governors. Colonels will have a good look, an opportunity here, as they will throw it in from the side of the box on the far side here early on the second half. We'll have the boys game after this one concludes, as that one is cleared back, and that should stay for a throw, not a corner. Nope, it will be a corner. The first one of the game for the Mitchell Colonels from the far side. So Mitchell's looking to increase that 1-0 lead. Here it comes into the box. Now it'll go off the goalpost, up in the air, and it'll roll down, still loose, and Gehring's able to grab onto it. Didn't see if it was a shot or if it just kind of fell over to Gehring, but Mitchell had a real good opportunity there to make it a 2-0 game. Brewster will knock it down. Campion will play it. Now here's for Davis, trying to get one through for Berry, just a little bit too far, and at the top of the box, a sliding play for Titsy to grab. So the Governors, boy, that maybe Mendel, you had a better look at that. Did that go off the goalpost in that corner?
The corner came in and went off kind of the junction between the post and the bar, and then deflected out a little ways, and Mitchell had a couple chances to get heads on it, and fortunately didn't get anything behind those attempts, and ball just kind of trickled into Gehring's lap.
As Avery Davis now with it here first. Ball will get taken away. Davis will get a push and a foul called on her, the 5th foul, and a free kick upcoming. Titsy will take the free kick for the Colonels. So Titsy will take her time, and you think that Mitchell will take their time for the majority of the second half until the Governors tie it up. When it goes past to Kyan Beck and played back to midfield. Berry trying to get a tap over to Campion. It'll be played back for the Colonels to the far side, and after it will be Maddie Kempf. Be played down by Novak and across, and just too far for Mullenmeister. Actually and then cleared away by the Governors. As we have a sub, Taylor Deckert will come in for Escobar. On the far side, throw in here for the Colonels. Again, they lead 1-0. They are right now being outshot 11-5. But have that 1-0 lead by Mullenmeister's goal. And here's a throw from the Colonels. Being knocked down by Novak. He played back. And it is Macy Kemp with it. Kemp with a long shot and a diving save by Gehring. Well, that was a really good opportunity from Kemp and a really good save from Jenna Gehring.
Yeah, Jenna did a good job of staying with that ball. I think the wind pushed it a little bit more than she expected it to and kind of started curving toward the post. She was able to stay with it and get it knocked aside.
So now here is a corner from the far side, the second corner for the Colonels. As we play early in the second half, 1-0 lead for the Colonels, looking to extend it. Here comes the corner, comes in, and it'll go behind the net, so it'll be a goal kick for the Governors. So no threat there from that corner. And Gehring will take the goal kick. It'll come the far side as Easlin will pass it back for Beck. And Beck will get a running knock out to midfield for Campia. Campia will float one up. Actually, it went out of play, so it'll be a throw here for the Colonels. Maybe you heard Coach Zanin saying hurry up. Again, we're still early in the second half, but how Mitchell will play the second half, you kind of want to take the most out of these 40 minutes to try and tie it up because they're not going to give you too many opportunities, and they're going to take their time.
Yeah, they're certainly going to slow the tempo down, and they're going to sub frequently, anything to eat clock and kill time and kick it out of bounds, make you chase it.
Coming off the throw-in, it'll be played by the Colonels, and then back out. Good job there by Maher. Now here's Davis. Davis will get a run to the far side of the corner of the box, try to cross one in. He got blocked down, so now here's a corner upcoming for the Governors. It's their third. And from the far side, they're going to go against the wind on this corner, but they're going to try and get one. They're going to try and tie this one up as Campy will take it and see what the Governors can do on the corner.
Yeah, we really need to get a goal here off a set piece.
Now this one will come to the top of the box, and the wind kind of took it out. It goes off of Barry and then played back for Campia. Onside play, that one tried to get across, and again, the wind caught that, and no chance for the Governors to get a shot away. So it'll come out past midfield, and Andy Allison will clear it away, and it'll be a throw here for the Colonels, and not what you really wanted off that corner from the Governors.
No, didn't get deep in the box like you're looking for. Against the wind, held it up a little bit, and really never materialized into much.
As we'll go off one of the Colonels on the throw, and now here's Williams. And Williams looking to get one through for Davis. Titsy will come all the way out. She'll play that one. And the confidence of Titsy here this early the second half. She has no problem coming out of the box to make a play. Meg Maher, her pass gets blocked down by one of the Colonels. And now on the counter, as Novak, her pass gets intercepted. Now Barry at midfield. Ryan Barry, her pass for Williams. So we'll get to Williams. And now Williams looks like they could try to go back for Barry. Now we'll go to Barry. She's got space. And Barry, the long shot, that will go well wide over the crossbar. And it'll roll out for a goal kick. And maybe, trying to get the defense sleeping there for Mitchell. And Titsy maybe was not expected. And now Titsy, again, she'll take a drink of water before she gets ready for that goal kick. And there's the stall tactic without maybe getting caught for stalling.
Yeah, they're in no hurry. They want this time clock to just keep running.
You are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station as we hit 5 o'clock here on this Tuesday afternoon. The Governors trail 1-0 right now. We'll go back for Jenna Gehring to play. Comes out for A.J. Hicks. And Hicks with some space. A pass across for Campia towards midfield. Campia couldn't get around that one Mitchell defender. Now the Colonels maybe will look for a quick counter. As Novak with a long shot. It'll come all the way on net, and Jenna Gehring will make the catch to make a save. Her third now. As that was the seventh Mitchell shot. Williams Now for Easlin, and another steal here for the Colonels. And Allison will get a good defensive play from Allison to knock it away, and it goes off the Colonels. And a quick throw here for the Governors. Back for Williams. Now here's Campia. A little give and go there from the Governors. Campia will run with it. Her cross in, and actually goes out of play, so a throw here for the Colonels. And two subs are coming in. Peterson and Prunty will check in. The 8th grader and freshman. Mitchell Knaus is going to come back in here in the next chance for the Governors. And again, the Colonels are getting one sub off at a time. They're slowly making their way off the field. Here off the throw. That one's going to miss everybody. Rolls all the way down. Allison will step up, make a nice play. Still has possession, and will clear it down. And a good pass over for Campion. And her pass for Barry. And she was starting to run where the ball might have been, and now there's a chance on the counter. Here's Molenmeister with a shot. That one will go just wide of the right goal post. The far post for Molenmeister. It rolls out for a goal kick, and Pierre will escape a little bit of danger on that one.
Yeah, and that's the counterattack, we're talking about. That's what Mitchell's looking to do, wait for you to make a mistake, and then a counterattack, and Pierre dodged a bullet.
So a sub as Mitchell can also come in for Beck. And it'll be a goal kick here for Gehring. As Gehring will take that goal kick to the far side for Campion. Now here is Barry. Going to get the pass over and try to lead one for Campion. Will come back though for Williams. And now here is Katie Williams up to the far side. Nice pass back from Easlin. Now Barry, a good move from Barry. She's got the top of the box. Barry with a long shot. That one will go high again and over. And the 12th, 13th shot from the Governors. It was just a little bit too high. And again, not a bad look, though, from Barry. As we play here in the second half, as we are about 27, just under 28 minutes to play. Here in the second half, as Stitzy will take the goal kick. This one will come here to the near side. Be played down as Peterson has it. Good job by Taylor to step in front of it, and it'll be a throw here for the Colonels. Peterson will take it. Peterson will try and lead one forward for Zilla, and he'll come back out at midfield. Hicks, pass for Williams. And Williams going one-on-one. She'll get right through the defender, and now Williams with space and a run here for the Governors. Trying to lead one forward for Campia, but good defensive play from Mitchell to get back. And now they'll clear one out to midfield, and they have a counter going for the Colonels. Pass intercepted by, or blocked down by Maher. Camp, her pass misses at Prunty, and a roll out for a throw here for Brooke Easlin and the Pierre Governors. On the throw, it was turned over by Camp. And now will be cleared away and out of play by the Governors. So a throw here for the Colonels. As we are closing on the midway point of this second half. Again, the Governors trail 1-0. Out shooting the Colonels 13-8. And that one will be handball called. I'm glad you said that, because otherwise it would have been a handball on Allison. Wonder what she might have been doing. Looked down for just a second and came back up. And so here's a free kick for Allison. As, again, Coach Zanin wanting the Governors to pick up the pace just a little bit, as we're around 25 minutes to play in the second half. Be played over and counter for the Colonels. Maher steps up, intercepts any play that the Colonels were going to have. And the Colonels still have possession at midfield. Pass goes across for Peterson. And Lily Peterson here for Mitchell. We're going to go through Taylor. And a good job by Allison to step up. And it'll be played back, right back to Allison. And then now here's Campia looking to get a run here for the Governors. They're on 3-on-3 right now. Campia, a pass for Barry. Good little give and go for Campia. And Campia's got a chance to cross one into the box. This one will come into the box for Davis. A shot, and that one goes just wide. What a good look there from the Governors. Campia, and the pass for Davis. And that shot looked like maybe it wasn't going to be too much of a threat and just missed off the right post.
Yeah, good look there. Good cross. Started with the patience on the ball to get the ball into the corner and have that opportunity.
So Tootsie will get the goal kick. I don't believe we're ready to go just yet. So the Colonels will get another goal kick and took some time off the clock. Paige Eisberg has checked in here for the Governors. And Tootsie now will reline up the goal kick, and it could have been a tactic on Tootsie's part as well to kick one away before the referee was ready, and she'll kick it out of play. And a throw here for the Governors, and Brooke Easlin will take it. They'll come across. Paige Eisberg will get to it first. Eisberg up trying to get a pass for Davis. Davis will have it on her left foot. Now lead one for Taylor. Behind Taylor, will come back for Davis. Able to hop up to take one off the hip and control. Davis will spin circles. Davis against Camp. Now Davis gets shoved to the ground as she tried to make a play. It'll come off of Williams, and now right back for Eisberg. Barry to the top of the box on the left foot. It'll come back for Davis. Now Davis will run past Peterson. Try to lead one for Williams. And now Williams across to the top of the box. Escobar knocked it down. Eisberg will go over the left side, the near side for Taylor. And Grayson Taylor across will come in. Eisberg off the shoulder, but couldn't get a shot away. And then cleared away by the Colonels. Be played knocked down by Mitchell Knaus. And now Davis, a good sliding play, but she'll get called for a foul. That'll be a throw here a free kick for the Colonels. So for the Governors, again, having some good looks, but just nothing to show for it quite yet.
Yeah, good job of controlling the ball and being patient there.
23 minutes to play here in the second half. As it'll go out of play off of Easlin. And a throw here for the Colonels. And they'll have a couple subs come in. Mullenmeister and Novak are in. Yeah, I think, too, that Mullenmeister, one, right now they have a chance, the Colonels do, to maybe get an offensive look. And then she'll, as you said, Mendel, that might be putting her back in the middle, defending for the Colonels the rest of the way.
Yeah, she'll move back when they're in the lead like this and protecting it just kind of as a safety valve.
Novak, a long shot, and that'll roll straight to Gehring. Another save in net, her fourth on the ninth shot by the Colonels. Taylor at midfield. Barry will play with it. Barry would got around one defender. The second defender was able to hit it off of Barry, so now here is Campia. And Campia's across, missing Barry and missing going in front of Davis. Good defensive, a good step up there by Taylor. Now here's Davis. Davis has got a chance. That shot's going to go well wide. And I'll miss off to the side, so we'll have another sub coming in. But Governors can't quite get that one real good look here. They did have one early in the second half, but since then, Mitchell's been able to keep everything from the outside of the box.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to score from 6 yards beyond the box there on Tootsie, and again, taking a drink of water before she puts it in play.
We don't need a water break because they've been taking it long enough to keep everybody from feeling too tired. That one off of Eisberg. We played back for Zillip. Taylor won the race over to it, and that goes off of the Colonels. So we played here for the Governors. Maher will throw it in. That one played off of the Colonels. Another throw. Maher will run down about 10 yards and throw it in again here for the Governors. This time we'll go to Williams, but it's going to be taken by Peterson. Mitchell Knaus. That goes off of Mullenmeister. She's a little slow to get up. Mitchell Knaus. Her pass for Davis. And Mullenmeister about to roll an ankle on that play. She's hobbling around right now as Mitchell has possession. Escobar had her pocket picked from behind by Campion. Campion with a nice move to get around Escobar. Our pass for Williams, and now Williams will try and pick up speed. Williams to the box, across, in. Campy with the left foot goes just too far, and it goes wide of the near post. And I guess another good look, and it looks like a water break is going to be called. So we will take that water break here as the Governors and Colonels still 1-0 lead for Mitchell. We'll step aside for a minute, come back with the concluding of the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. Back here at PILC as we get set for the conclusion of the second half, as we have 20:07 exactly left to play here in the second half, as the Colonels, they lead 1-0 as the Governors are outshot the Colonels 16-9 so far, and 3 saves for Titsy. And the confidence that Titsy has right now, she doesn't feel too concerned about a lot of the chances that the Governors have had. But Mendel, the Governors are starting to get a couple more and more better chances here.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of patience here the last 5 minutes with the ball on their end and looking for that shot. They've had a couple openings. Campia just misses wide. Davis just misses wide. I'm not sure that Titsy doesn't save both of those if they're on frame, because she was in good position. It's as we said at halftime, they're going to have to earn their goal, and they're going to have to get her out of position in order to beat her.
The Governors then, after today, will then head to Roosevelt, or I guess to Yankton Trail Park in Sioux Falls to face Sioux Falls Roosevelt in their last road game of the regular season. And that's going to be an adventure for the broadcasters, because it's not like Pierre where they have all the outlets coming towards us. We're going to be right in the middle of the park and not a whole lot of electrical outlets. So be a little interesting, but we'll have those calls for you on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com, as well as on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So
I believe in you. I think you're going to make it happen.
Hey, we're going to make it happen. We know, and then we're going to watch the Governors win 2 games as well on Thursday. Hopefully we'll watch them win 2 games here with the girls coming back, and then the boys beating Mitchell in the 6 o'clock game. It'd be great to see this both teams go on a couple 3-game, at least a couple 3-game winning streaks here as we get close to the end of the season. But you got to get through the Mitchell Colonels here, and they're trying to win back-to-back games, are the Governors, but they trail 1-0 as we're back to playing soccer. As Avery Davis, I'm glad you believe in me, by the way. I appreciate that. As the Colonels on the near side, they're getting a little bit of counter going here. Ziller looks to cross it into the box. Mitchell Canals is back there defensively. It's going to roll out now for a corner for the Colonels. And they have an opportunity here to quickly make it 2-0. Right back into this second half, halfway through. And I believe he's going to come from the near side. Didn't see what number it was. It's going down to take the corner. Looks like Peterson is going to take the – Mackenzie Peterson is going to take the corner. Comes into the box. Cleared back out. And it's going to roll down for another corner for Mitchell. Their third one here of the match. And from the near side, another opportunity. Comes to the box, rolls out to the top of the box, and out by Campia. Get a long shot, and they'll take one hopper right to Gehring, and a good save. Her 5th now for Jenna Gehring. Ryan Berry Escobar fell over on her own power. Now Barry will try and get one for Campia. She's into the top of the box. Campia back for Barry. A chance to tie. That one goes right on us. They made another chance. Gets blocked out by Iceberg. The Governors had their best look and went right on targets, right to where Tootsie was at to make a play, make a save. And we still play 1-0.
Yeah, that was a golden opportunity. That one needs to be put in.
So here is the Governors off the throw. Williams has possession. And now Williams on the far side. Good move by Williams, one-on-one with the defender. And her pass now then ends up getting blocked down. And now the Colonels will take it the other way. They'll come all the way back out. Allison at midfield will clear it right back in. As it'll be played from Mitchell and Prunty. Campia, it'll go off of Campia. So as Mullenmeister and Kemp will check in. Thought it was going to be a throw here for the Governors. I believe Prunty and Campia both thought it was going to be for the Governors, but the referee said it was a throw here for Mitchell. So great opportunity and a good pass from Barry over to Campion. Another great pass back from Campia to Barry. Just couldn't get it in the nets, and a good play by Tootsie to be in the right position on that shot.
Yeah, she's in good position, cut down the angle. But, again, I think she wants that one back. That's a goal that's got to be put in – ball has got to be put in the net.
As the throw will come to Barry from the Governors. And Williams lost possession. Back to Mitchell. You know, and I'm sure she would be one to not make an excuse, but from a broadcaster standpoint, it's the first game back to play after an injury, so it's not like she is in true midseason form right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little rust there, and it's unfortunate that that she's missed those games, and you're probably right.
As it goes off of Taylor and out of play, made the nice little kickback.
I saw that. That's a good first touch.
I appreciate it. Maybe I need to start trying out for a men's league team here. Probably not. I don't want to see that. As it goes back for Maher. Now here's Mucho Knaus for Williams. Williams. Her pass, middle of the field. Goes off of Escobar. Played for Davis. Now cross attempt looking for Campia, but Brewster is there. Now goes right back to Davis, though. Davis with a good touch to control. And then it'll roll into the box and be played out by the Colonels. Back here to the near side. But Taylor will have a play for it. Paige Eisberg. Her pass goes off of a Colonel, but right back to Eisberg. Went off of Mullenmeister. Now Eisberg over for Campion. Trying to get back for Eisberg, and Mullenmeister is there defensively. Right back, though, to Campia. She slips on top of the ball and then played out by the Colonels for Prunty. Stolen by Easlin. And Easlin and Prunty go one-on-one, and Easlin will win the battle for that. Easlin for Williams now. Williams will win the race into the box. Williams got a chance. There's a cross off the hands of Tootsie. Still loose in front. Campia just goes wide. But it will be off of Mitchell, so it's going to be a corner. I believe it said it was going to be a corner. Maybe it's not going to be a corner. And it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, I think
it is a corner here. And so another good opportunity, just couldn't quite get it in. But it will be a corner here for the Governors.
And that's a good job of Katie Williams to take up that space and get closer instead of settling for something that she probably thought she might have had originally.
Here's Campia into the box for Easlin. Easlin will get it back for Campia. Now here comes a cross, and it's going to go to behind the net. So it'll go out now here for a goal kick. And the tough thing is that the wind is against you on those far side corners, and it's come into play a couple times where the Governors have not had a good look off that corner.
Yeah, it just kind of hangs up there, and that one is extremely short, which could be by design, but it did come back to Campia for a second chance, but just the wind pushed it behind the goal.
At midfield, Taylor go over the top of her head with that bicycle kick. Davis, Eisberg, both fighting for it. It'll be played here on the near side. And now Kemp over for Endorf, and Endorf lost it off her foot, and it'll be played out. And a throw here for Taylor. Actually, she'll give it back for Maher to throw for the Governors. Or the long throw. It'll be played for Eisberg and back for Williams. And now Williams, middle of the field. Back for trying to get over for Barry, but he got blocked down. And now Endorf has it. And Allison will clear back across midfield. Taylor. Williams. Here's Katie Williams looking to attack here for the Governors. For Barry. Barry had it and lost it. Back over for Taylor. Able to slow it down. Race over to it. Back defensively. Zill's going to try and take it away from Taylor. Good pass over for Davis. And now Davis works into the middle of the field. It was Davis still with it. There's a long shot that'll roll for Titsy to make it an easy save. And the fourth save for Titsy on the 20th Governor shot. Titsy will slow things down. 12:30 to play here in the second half. Again, we've had our water break, so this is the last 12 and a half here for the Governors to try and tie this one up. Goes underneath the foot of Campia, off the knee of Williams, and now Williams will have possession for the Governors. Pass for Barry, and now Barry will look to try and work it for Davis. Their pass goes just a little bit too far for Davis. And now from Mullenmeister up the middle of the field, Mitchell Canals with a good defensive play and a push from Mitchell. And a foul is called. This is just their second time they've been called for a foul here this afternoon. And so a free kick here for Allison. And at the midfield mark, Allison will wait for the Governors to get set up. Here's a free kick from Allison out for Eisberg. And it will be played by the Colonels. Back for Eisberg again, looking to get maybe Williams trying to get a steal. But on the far side, the Colonels have possession. Brewster again to the far side to be played here up for the Colonels. That will be out of play off the Governors. Another Colonel throw in. So as we get to the final 10, what needs to change here for the Governors, Mendel, to try and get this equalizer, if anything?
Well, they've had a couple of good chances, and you know that's what you're looking for is to continue to get those chances, and then hopefully you can find a way to finish. And I've been actually a little bit surprised that Mitchell's gotten sucked out of position a little bit.
Here's Avery Davis. Davis will work it up to the near side. Davis will cross it back to the top of the box. Davis with a shot that gets blocked down, but it comes back for Davis again. It's into the box, but then cleared away by the Colonels. Easlin, that one gets blocked by Mitchell, and it will roll all the way to the sideline and roll out. Mitchell actually had a good opportunity just a little bit ago. It got into the box, and Gehring got a piece of it, and then it was able to be cleared away by I believe, Allison. And the Governors caught a break to not go down 2-0. Now the Colonels will look to counter. Mullenmeister will play down the far side. Allison will get over to it, and Allison will play it out of play. So here for the Colonels for another throw. We do have a sub that's waiting to check in Mackenzie Peterson, but will not come in quite yet.
10 minutes.
Final 10 minutes of this second half. This throw will come in. Zilla will have a chance, but Gary's able to grab it away before Zilla got a piece of it. And that midfield line, Paige Eisberg for Williams. And across midfield, Williams trying to play one up for Campia. Now Campia with some speed to the front of the box. That one is a cross that will go wide of everybody. It'll be played here on the near side. Now for the Colonels. Stepping up, a good play there by Taylor to take one away. Now Taylor a pass for Davis at the edge of the box. Couldn't get a shot away. Now Eisberg a chance. And that one will be knocked down. And Ryan Berry with it. Berry here by the corner. This one will come across, and then Campia wasn't in the right spot. Might have gone off of one of the Colonels. And it'll be played back to the far side. Easlin will lay one here for Williams. Williams. This one will come across, and no one was there for the Governors, and it'll go off the Mitchell. I believe it should be a corner. No, it looks like they're going to say it's going to be a goal kick.
I think it went off Avery Davis' shoulder there. Just, again, great cross from Katie Williams and creating chances, but there's got to be somebody on that backside that be a position to finish.
And Davis was a little she fell down. She was a little slow to get up, and she's got her right leg wrapped up a little bit, so maybe she's still dealing with a little bit of an injury. And might have re-aggravated a little bit on that last play. She is kind of limping a little bit as well.
Yeah, she is favoring her leg a little.
Because she was close, but just not close enough. That one goes off the top of the leg of Allison, but played back by Easlin. Mullenmeister over for Prunty. Easlin did a good job to clear it out, and it'll go for a throw. And now here's another sub coming in for Mitchell, as it will be for Novak. That will come in for the Colonels. And again, Mindel spot on about the amount of time that Mitchell will take in the trying to not necessarily stall, but pretty much stall to try and take as much pressure off as they possibly can.
And if you'll notice, most of their subs are on the far edge of the field when they do it, so it takes longer to run off.
So as that will go out, another throw here for the Colonels. It's funny how that happens.
It's coincidence, I'm sure.
Right. As Kempf will play it back at the midfield mark, it will come across. Zilla at the top of the box. A whiff there by Allison, but Gehring is at the top of the box to grab it and back towards midfield. A couple of players fall down, and Pierre's going to get called for a foul. Kemp fell over. That was Macy Kemp, and Eisberg will get called for a foul. That's the 7th one of the game by the Governors. And a free kick by Kemp just past the midfield circle. So Kemp is taking a really long time while the referee is talking to one of the Governors in Williams. Now Kemp to the top of the box. Maher. It will roll to the top, and Andy with a good sliding play. It'll be offside is called by Mitchell. So the third time the Mitchell's been called offside, and the Governors will have a free kick as we start to slow as we're working our way down the final 5 minutes. And an injury timeout as one of the Colonels are going to come off the field. Prunty will come back in. So a chance for that clock to stop. And now here's Allison with the free kick. Governors have to start to go a little bit quicker here to try and get the equalizer. He played right back down through the legs of Zilla. She'll try and race after it. Allison will win the race to it. And a pass to the near side for Taylor gets intercepted by Peterson. Now it'll come in for Prunty and then cleared away by Mitchell Canal. So barely roll out as we, again, getting later and later here to the end of this matchup between Pierre and Mitchell in the girls' match. And we'll roll off of the Governors. And a throw here for the Colonels. As Macy Kempf again will take the throw. Kempf again taking her time. Throw for Taylor. And now here the Governors can go the other way. Davis, a little touch for Barry, just a little bit too far. And now Williams will step up. Obviously, Mitchell Canals will step up with a good steal. Try to get one free for Barry. It'll be played for Deckert. And Deckert here on the near side. Deckert will throw one down. It's going to be in play. 5 minutes to play here in the second half. Zilla with a run on Maher. But Maher will get over to it first. And then we'll clear it for a throw here for the Colonels. Again, the boys will play after this one, starting around 6 o'clock, is about half an hour from now. We have less than 5 minutes to play here in this second half. The cross from Kemp, that will go wide. It'll go out of play, a goal kick here. Again, now in the final 5 minutes. Again, Mendel, does anything change here for Pierre?
No, they got to go quicker, though. That's what they have to do. They got to get quicker, and they have to be more urgent.
Under 4.5, 4:20 left to go here in the second half. Williams, and it was a play on the ball by Mitchell as Williams and Colonel fell down. They play on Easlin, over for Campia. Campia back for Easlin, and now try and get one over the middle for Barry. But it'll be played by Peterson. Comes back to the middle of the field. A pass for Mullenmeister, intercepted by Taylor. Taylor will work towards the top of the box, about 10 yards away from the box right now. Taylor again will work closer. Taylor gets into the box. She gets knocked over, and that one will go over to Titsy. As Taylor had the shot, Titsy made the save. And the Governors, again, we're getting closer as we get to 3.5 now. Governors are going to find that equalizer. He played down by Mutual Knaus. Mutual Knaus against 1-on-2. Pass got blocked. Williams will play it back for Easlin. Easlin will race after it, and then it'll end up going out of play. Easlin had a little bit more time maybe than what she ended up playing with that ball, but it'll be a throw here for Mitchell. Kemp. 3 minutes to play. Governors trailing 1-0. They've outshot Mitchell 21-10, but still trail by that one goal. Mullenmeister had it just past the halfway point of the first half. Now we'll go out of play. Throw here for the Governors. Easlin with the throw. Headed away by Mitchell. They'll go back out of play. Another throw here for Easlin as we get to 2.5 left to go in this second half. Campia try to work it across. Again, Mitchell is there defensively. Now Williams and a foul is called. 2:20 left. And Mitchell again, they're going to slowly work things up. Titsy's going to come to take the free kick. So they are taking as much time as they possibly can off the clock here. And now Titsy on the free kick. Knocked down by Allison. Played for Mullenmeister. Allison will take it away from Mullenmeister. But now Zilla is going to be offside. And offside is going to be called. And so here in the last minute 50, Governors are running out of time. They got to find one good shot here. One good shot is all it takes to tie it up. Allison to Barry. Barry will try to get a pass for Campia. She's in the box. Campia couldn't get a shot away. Barry's going to try and race after it. That's going to be played by Mitchell. And out of play for a throw here for the Governors. 1:20 to go. Again, all it takes is one. You saw the Governors, they had a tie against Rapid City Central, giving up a goal in the last minute. And see if the Governors can kind of change fortunes and do it against Mitchell. Down to 1:10. Throw here from Easlin for Barry. Barry trying to seal off the defender. They'll come back, and a foul is called on Mitchell. So now with 1 minute to go, they get a good spot here to line up a free kick, but they can't take too much time to get that free kick. Barry's going to take it here for the Governors. Barry with the free kick. It'll come into the box, and it'll be an easy save for Titsy. And on the 22nd shot, Titsy will wait for it. 40 seconds to go at midfield. Allison with a good play. Step through, and then Kemp will clear it down. It will be near offside, but now Gehring will let it roll into the box, grab it. 30 seconds to go. Governors are looking for that tie. It'll roll off of Mitchell. And a throw here, 22 and counting for the Governors. Down by 1. Campia down to 15. Easlin with 10 seconds. As it will go out and be out of play, down to 5 seconds. The Governors are not going to get that equalizer, and they're going to fall 1-0 here to the Mitchell Colonels as they outshoot the Colonels 22-10 in the contest. But the Mullenmeister goal at the 18-minute mark is all that we have in a tally for this game, and the Governors will fall to 1-6-1 on the season. And a tough loss to the Mitchell Colonels. We'll step aside for 3 minutes and come back to wrap up this contest. Get you set for the boys as well as you're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com. As we welcome you back here to PILC as the Governor girls fall 1-0. John Wickler alongside Mendel Miller. And Mendel is a tough loss for the Governors. They outshoot the Colonels 22-10 in the loss. Jenny Gehring had 5 saves. It was 6 saves for Titsy and net. Governors just couldn't quite get that equalizer. Mullenmeister had the lone goal at the 18-minute.
Mitchell didn't really have very many chances. They took advantage of one of them that was a good chance. They probably had 4 good chances on the whole game, and they got one of them in. And Pierre had several good chances and just didn't get the ball in the net.
As now they are 1-6-1 on the season. They'll face Roosevelt on Thursday and Sioux Falls at Yankton Trail Park. And for the Governors, again, the season is starting to wind down, and you want to pick up those wins when you can. Again, Mitchell is going to help you in seed points because they're a good team. They're now 7-2, so that helps in terms of losing to a good team. But you want to pick up those wins because those will go a long way into raising you up in the standings.
Yeah, it's getting late for seed points and things like that. And today was crucial for that aspect of the season, and they're not going to get the 50 that they needed to, for beating a team with a really good record. So now you got to refocus. You got a quick turnaround to Thursday and another chance to beat a good team. But in all honesty, you're probably going to be on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah, and we saw that last year with the boys and girls both beat on the road, and it's not out of the question that they can't win on the road. But you love to see the home crowd, at home. You like to see the Pierre crowd sitting at home at PILC across from where we sit right now. But it seems like you're gonna have to try and travel on the road to go all the way up to the state championship game.
Yeah, certainly. That certainly looks that way. That some of the teams that Pierre has left on the schedule don't have a really great record, so getting wins against those teams don't help you that much in the points. And this was an opportunity that got away from them.
The Governors are now 1-6-1 on the season. They will face Roosevelt on Thursday, and we'll have that one for you. I believe if I remember correctly now, that the girls play first. They play second on Thursday. So the boys game first, the girls will play second. And of course, we'll have both those for you on today's KCCR, KCCR.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll have the boys contest here in just a little bit. The boys are looking for their second straight win. They're 2-4-1 right now on the season, and they're looking to win back-to-back games for the first time here this season. And they have a good opportunity because the Mitchell Colonels, the boys, are coming in at 1-7. They've lost all 7. They've lost their 7 games all in a row, and are struggling to score goals right now.
Yeah, hopefully the boys can keep building, and certainly a great result in Huron. Certainly they should be feeling good about themselves, and I think today they're probably looking at they'd be disappointed if they don't get a win.
The Governor girls, again, the 1-6-1, they'll face Roosevelt on Thursday at 6 o'clock. That'll be the second game of the day. So we'll have, again, another doubleheader for you this coming Thursday. One of the last 2 road games that the Governors will be on before the end of the regular season. And then we'll most likely have to travel in the AA playoffs to open up the AA playoffs, and probably throughout those playoffs looking to win maybe their third state championship in 4 years. But right now the Governors are looking for some answers, looking for some goals against some tough teams, because for the Governors, as again they get 22 shots in the loss, 6 saves made by Titsy and net, and they just couldn't quite, and again, when the team's playing well, those shots that go straight to Titsy probably go in the back of the net. When a team is struggling to find wins, and when things start to snowball a little bit, those just don't seem to want to fall in for the Governors.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. When things are going good, it seems easy, and when things are going hard or going badly, it's twice as much work as it should be. And sometimes some of that is self-induced. You got to kind of relax and just let it happen. And I know, as we said before the game, Mitchell's script was to get a goal and play defense, and I'm sure Pierre was feeling some of that pressure and some of that understanding the fact that it just got tougher.
As the Governor boys will face Mitchell here in just a little bit, we'll step aside for 3 minutes and come back with more of the pregame of the Governor boys game against Mitchell. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer on today's KCCR and today's KCCR.com.